Good
Hello
morning.
again, dear.
Thank you, Freddy. Beautiful music. I'm Bill Carlton. I open up this service as a platform practitioner for CSL Denver. I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath and release all negative emotions and just be present in this beautiful world. We feel that oneness of God surrounding all of us. And we know that oneness is present in the message of Kathy Mastroianni and the beautiful music of Freddy and the technical support of Robert and Diego, our producer. I know each and everyone participating and attending this service is blessed. I am grateful and give thanks for all that has brought us here today at this moment. As we release these words into the universe, knowing they return tenfold, and so it is. Amen. We are in peace and joy. From Ernest Holmes, out of the Science of Mind, page 447 and 298 or 292. If we wish to come to the Spirit for the healing of our wounds, let us come in peace and with spontaneous joy, for the Spirit is joy. Let us come with thanksgiving also, for a thankful heart is in harmony with life. I am joy, peace, and happiness. I am the spirit of joy within me. I am the spirit of peace within me, of poise and power. I am the spirit of happiness within me. I radiate life. I am life. There is one life, and that life is my life now. And from Meister Eckhart, be willing to be a beginner every single morning. Just be at peace with that. And now more music from Freddy.
Living Denver online Sunday service. We are a loving, prospering community in the heart of Capitol Hill and online. And as we remain online for hopefully just a couple more months, stay in touch with our community via our newsletter. If you're not already receiving it, we only send one per week. Sign up at our newsletter over on the website cslddenver.org. And remember, all of our practitioners would love to pray with you. We celebrate the wins in your life, and we help you to process the stuff you don't really like in your life. Head over to the website, cslddenver.org, check out the roster of practitioners, and learn how you can start working with a professional practitioner to create the life you truly desire. And remember, today, right after our service, we have our weekly Zoom fellowship. This happens right at the top of the hour, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. If you have a link from a previous service, go ahead and use that. Or if you need a new link to get into the Zoom room, just send an email to info@csldenver.org. We'll make sure we get you a link before the end of today's service. Hey, with the summer months coming, remember, wear your sunscreen, drink extra water, and plan now to hang out with CSL Denver as we look for new ways to stay in touch. If you have an idea for an outdoor event, a backyard barbecue or picnic, or some other way we can stay together socially throughout the summer, please let us know. Send an email, info@csldenver.org, and share your ideas with us.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Tu es l'image de Dieu. I hold you in my heart. Tu es l'image de l'amour. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Tu sei la luce di Dio. I hold you in my heart. Tu sei il volto dell'amore. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of God, the face of God. I hold you in my heart, you in my heart. You are a part of me, a part of me. You are the face of God, the face of God. You are the face of God. Eres la luz de Dios. I hold you in my heart. Eres la cara del amor. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. 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 La luce di Dio. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God. L'image de Dieu. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God. La luz de Dios. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face of God.
Your gift might be playing melodies on the piano, or maybe your gift might be singing pretty like a sparrow. Or maybe you can talk to people, make them feel good inside. Or maybe you're an actress making people laugh or cry. Whatever it might be, show the world so we can see. You got to shine, spread your wings and fly. Show the world just how you shine. Claim your gift and don't deny. Sometimes you got to move on. Show the world what's going on. Whatever it might be, show the world so we can see. You might be a leader, teaching people to be bold. Or you could be a runner, racing to get that gold. Or sometimes you might make mistakes and give your gift up. RFK said, I dream of things that never were and ask why not. Whatever it might be, show the world so we can see. You got to shine, spread your wings and fly. Show the world just how you shine. Claim your gift and don't deny. Sometimes you got to move on. Show the world what's going on. Whatever it might be, show the world so we can see. Be free. Got to shine, spread your wings and fly. Show the world just how you shine. Claim your gift and don't deny. Sometimes you got to move on. Show the world what's going on. Whatever it might be, show the world so we can see.
Good morning, CSL Denver and the world. Good morning. What an honor to be here. I'm Reverend Kathy Mastroianni. I'm Executive Director of the Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation. And it just really is an honor and a blessing to be here with you this Sunday as we talk about a playful pause. And so the Science Mind Archives really is here for you. And you can show that slide again. It's a resource for everyone in the New Thought world for Science of Mind. ScienceMindArchives.com truly has gifts of and blessings of spiritual wisdom that we are bringing out. And so I just invite you to check it out if you get a chance. And our topic today is a playful pause. You know, sometimes we need to be playful, right? Sometimes our world it can feel heavy. World can feel heavy. And so sometimes we have to lighten up a little bit. And I think it's a beautiful segue as we're doing the global themes from Centers for Spiritual Living. The theme for August is a pause for guidance. And Rev Z last week talked about a time for a tune-up, time for a tune-up. And Rev Z's steps were to run a diagnostic on your life, to make the necessary replacements and adjustments, and to maintain a maintenance log. And so once you've kind of done that assessment, that diagnostic, it could be time for some more play, a playful pause in your life. Today happens to be my 3-year anniversary of being a licensed minister through Centers for Spiritual Living. That's another way we can have a playful pause, is to celebrate these anniversary dates. What an honor and a gift it is to be a minister through this teaching that is about self-empowerment. It's a teaching about oneness. It's a teaching about love. And the songs that Freddy shared for us earlier were just so perfect for us to shine our light, that we are the face of God. You are the face of God. And throughout this talk, I'm going to be sharing different elements of how you can add more play into your life. How you can add more play into your life. And so I just invite you, I'm just going to start off because it really is about you. I'm so grateful that you are here right now, that you are joining us, that you've been divinely guided to be here in this sacred Sangha, this sacred community of light, of peace, of love. And so this is for you, the more that you're getting your tune-up right now as you open your heart. And so listen to the different elements of play and see what might brighten your light, what might lift your burdens and bring more joy into your life. So I'm grateful. And I should put a little disclaimer. There's a little warning label. I'm going to talk about a lot of 4-letter words today. 4-letter words. You know, I love that we're religious rebels and we can kind of go there. These might not be the 4-letter words you're thinking about, though. So let me kind of prepare you for them. Some 4-letter words. One of them is the B word. Busy. Busy, busy, busy. Aren't we all just a little too busy in our world? Busy. The other one is a W word. Work. Work could be like a 4-letter word. It can be kind of profane. Because as a child, we start off with all this light and joy, and then we have to work. And actually, I'm going to invite our beautiful friend Diego to share some slides. So let's put that first one with the little girl with the bubbles. Go back one, please. And so a playful pause. So do you remember being a child, right? I'm making a lot of assumptions that most of us are adults who are here. But what I really love about this picture is the beauty and the simplicity of it. And I think no matter what age you are, the bubbles, you can just feel carried away by the bubbles and just want to be there with them. It's really being mindful. It helps bring us to the present moment. And children, aren't they just gifts to bring us to the present moment? And so maybe being a child was a bit, but I just loved when I had a child, when I had my daughter Isabella, because I'm in the busy world. I'm working and I'm busy. But when I was with her, I had to be in the present moment. I had to be fully present with her. And what a gift that was, for sure. And then something magical happens, and not necessarily in a good way. Then we come up to that next slide, adulting. You bet. Something happens. That's not, it could be a 4-letter word, adult, but it's, the math doesn't work. But all of a sudden you turn 18 and like you flip a switch and you have all these responsibilities. You have all these things that you have to do now because you're an adult. For example, here is a haku, if I'm saying that right. Haku about being an adult. I'm so tired. Where did all my money go? My back is hurting. You know, sometimes it can just kind of feel that way. You know, we could give ourselves our own little pity party. Oh my gosh. And then here we're supposed to be, we're adults now. We're so organized. We got our stuff together. And then we have our ducks. So our ducks are supposed to be in a row, but my ducks are absolutely not in a row. At this point, I don't even know where my ducks are. All of a sudden, my ducks, they're in the back of a cop car. They're probably having a little too much fun there. Oh my gosh. And so you could just feel, oh my God, there's just so much going on in the world, so much going on in our lives. It can just, again, it can feel very heavy. And then the next image, it's just like, you know what? Enough adulting for today. I'm off to go play with dragonflies. I'm off to go play with dragonflies. And honest to goodness, this is wisdom. We really need to do this. We do need to go play with dragonflies. And that's where we take that pause, a playful pause in our life. And Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science Mind, says, you exist that divine feeling, fire, imagination, and creativity may be expressed through you. The spirit comes to you with a new and fresh creativity. Be yourself and express life as you find it. Be yourself and express life as you find it. And I think that's a really big part of play in this playful pause is really being our authentic selves and tuning into who we are and showing up on the planet. It brings so much more joy into our life. And so I am going to talk a bit about play. So I think us ministers, when you do talks, you're supposed to look up the meaning of words, right? So I looked up the word play. You're going to love this. Play is defined as to engage in activity for fun. Okay. An example of play is to run around and play tag with friends. Another example of play is to build a house with blocks. So now we know. Now we know we're supposed to run around and play tag with our friends, or we're supposed to build houses with blocks. Well, there you go. Now, okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Have a good day. No, I'm just kidding. So, but when we grow up, when we get to that place of adulting, it does kind of shift. It really is finding that place of fun, finding that place of fun and joy. Meredith Sinclair says, being playful is a key component in making us happier, healthier, more present, and connected in all of our relationships. Wouldn't we want more of that in our lives? I know all you hear, we're all spiritual, right? Yeah, we're all spiritual. We're all perfect. You know, we chant Om, we do our meditation practices and, but you know what? Life has an interesting way of happening. Yes, life can happen. Life is a 4-letter word too. It's just, so what we need are spiritual tools and principles that we can tap into to know that there's a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we get to use it. A power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we get to use it. And when life happens, it can feel heavy. It can feel overwhelming. It can be that adulting haku, Oh my God. And here's a beautiful little poem by Dr. Lloyd Barrett. It's called Clouds. The clouds of life are never real, although their path may seem sure. They sway us, leaving ruffled lanes, yet they're only clouds. Step through those clouds, and you'll find new lanes that are clear and bright. That's when life's rocky moments come to say, you are only clouds. You are only clouds. And so when life happens to us and it can feel heavy, we can use that to remind ourselves that it is only clouds, and that the truth is the blue sky. The truth is the light of the sun that is ever present. The truth is the oneness of all life, that deeply we are one, and we are connected to that power for good. And how cool that we have this opportunity to use it in our lives. And so recently, I work at the Science of Mind Archives. I use that 4-letter word, but honestly, we have fun there. We have fun. To me, if we're not having fun, we're not doing it. So we have a good time. So that's kind of a reframing with with the word work, right? We get to choose how we're going to look at it. We get to choose how we bring it into the world. To me, the archives is seva. It's selfless service as we're preserving the archives and bringing it out to all of us in the world. So anyways, it was some long days, long weeks, long months, and I just took a vacation. I just took a vacation. I went and I drove. Yeah, I was like that for quite a while, actually. I drove from Colorado to Michigan. We celebrated my sister's birthday. I won't share what number for her. You're welcome. And I got to see some friends. I got to see friends from the past, and that was just lovely. It was really a delightful time. But then I drove. I drove home, another 18 hours back, and then I was kind of tired. Tired from my trip. I went to Shoshone Yoga Retreat Center, and I got to chant and meditate. As an adult, that was really, for me, this is fun. This is joy. You know what? I was still tired. I was still tired. And while I was on my trip, something happened. I heard some information from a friend that really brought me down. It made me very sad. It really hurt my heart. My heart was hurting. And I was trying to figure out what to do with this, information. A lot of times when people say things to you, you kind of want to go into that place of blaming. You blame, wow, if you change, if you do something different, you know, and what that does is makes us kind of the victims. We're the victim, and we're looking for those outside of us to change. I don't know if in your life, if you have any situations like that, maybe in work, with your health, with some family members, with relationships, that things just really aren't clicking. Things aren't going as smooth as you would like them to, and what to do with that. And so the neat thing is, this teaching is about empowerment, our own power, personal responsibility. So with that situation with my friend, what I've done is really anchor my feelings. I think the first thing is really to honor how we feel about the situation. What do we feel? Where do we feel it in our bodies? Really, what do we need? What is it we need? And then we're going higher. We're rising up. Sometimes we're in the middle of life and the swirling and the adulting. But if we can rise up, we'll rise up in consciousness, and we rise up, we can feel lighter. We can feel lighter. It is like Rev Z was talking about, after we've done that diagnostic in our life about, what's going on, what's working, what's not working, then we can make the necessary changes. And I think a big one really is play, to take a playful pause. So I was so blessed yesterday that I had friends come over and play with me. You're never too old or too young or anything for that. So I had friends, and one of my friends, she came all the way from Africa. She's from here, and she's been living there for like 14 years. And she was sharing with me about the culture of Africa. She was sharing how they were kind of giving her a hard time about, going so fast and looking at the clock. And they're teaching her to pause. Some people don't have phones. Some people don't have even a clock. And so they tell the time by the sun. They slow down. And they're really about relationships, really about connecting at the heart, knowing that each other is the face of God. How beautiful. Can you just feel the energetic shift? Slowing down, pausing, relationships connecting with each other. It's a run, 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 busy, 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 work, work, work. Oh my God, oh my God, And so that was just delightful. It was so wonderful to connect with her and to hear about her world. And then I had just a spectacular day. I had 3 more friends come in the afternoon. And what we did is we went to one of my favorite parks, Pine Valley Open Space. It's almost a joke because I go there so much. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to Pine Valley again, with my friends. But this time it was magical. It was really magical to be with my friends. I saw it through their eyes. And every flower, the river was roaring. At first it would go nice and steady and smooth. And all of a sudden it'd be cascading down waterfalls. And because of all the rain we've had, It was just so green and lush in the flowers. Oh my gosh. And we were just laughing and sharing. And it was really so much fun. We weren't playing tag. We didn't build houses with blocks, but we still had a lot of fun. That was everyone's comment. Wow, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh, connecting. And then the things that were heavy on my heart, I was able to share with them and get a different perspective. And again, like I said earlier, if when we are our authentic selves, sometimes we kind of pretend at work we have a different persona and family members. But when we can honor who we are, that maybe we're a little wild and crazy, maybe we're a little weird. We have our uniqueness. But the more we honor that and anchor that, oh my gosh, we're going to start attracting our tribe. We're going to be attracting those who resonate with us. And when we share from our heart, we're getting their beauty and their love and their support. And when they share their situations from their hearts, we can be loving and supportive of them. We are the face of God. We're seeing the face of God. And we are shining. We're shining our lights. We're shining so brightly. And continuing on, so Albert Einstein said, "We are slowed down sound and light waves, a walking bundle of frequencies tuned into the cosmos. We are souls dressed up in sacred biochemical garments, and our bodies are instruments through which our souls play their music." Wow. Our souls are dressed up in sacred biochemical garments, and our bodies are instruments through our souls that play our music. And so all that, as we're attracted to each other, as we're connected with each other in friendship and love and light, that's when we can shine. That's when the heaviness of the world of adulting can be lifted up, that we can move from the four-letter word of work to the four-letter word of play, Play. And so I'd like to propose an acronym for a call to action for you with play. So to play, the first letter P, to pause and ponder what you need more of in your life. Pause and ponder. What is it? And just even being in nature, being with friends. Oh my gosh. Being with a child, with that childlike wonder. Or just pausing. And the L in play is for laugh. Laugh. Oh my God. When was the last time you laughed? Children laugh all the time. And isn't their laughter so contagious? Even thinking about laughing makes you want to smile and laugh. So just really tuning in and looking for opportunities. I'm kind of a Facebook uh, uh, junkie addict. I don't know, pick one. I love Facebook. And so I love to share funny things. I love to make people laugh. Spiritual, you betcha. Peace on earth. We're here for peace. And let's have fun. Let's fun and join together. To me, I'm playing with my friends when I go on Facebook. So thank you, my Facebook friends who are here today and watching this. And then the A in play. Align yourself with your authentic self. Align yourself with who you truly are and who you're meant to be. The more you're in that alignment, the more you're going to be attracting the perfect things to you. The more play is going to come so easily to you in your life. The more you're just going to feel joy, the effervescent joy of God. And the Y is yes. Yes. Say yes, yes, yes to your joy now. Say yes to playing. Saying yes to spirit. Say yes to play. Oh my gosh. Transformative. This is how you can change your life. And as we talk about that, a pause for guidance in the world, using Rev Z's call to action with his time for a tune-up. Right now, you can play. And so with joy and gratitude, I'm just so grateful you are here. I invite you to look And what is play to you? What brings your heart joy? What resonates? And I invite you to do more of it, even schedule it into your life. Put the big blocks in, like Stephen Covey talks about. Put your big rocks in and play. And so on that note, let us pray. Because to me, praying is playing. I'm going to start with a quote from Ernest Holmes as he leads us into prayer. And just take a sacred breath. Just kind of breathe in the essence and energy. And as you breathe, I invite you to allow whatever might feel heavy, to let it go, to breathe it out with love and gratitude. We know everything in our life. There's a blessing there. You can put your hands on your heart. Breathe into your heart. Feel the love. Give yourself love. Give yourself a hug. Oh my gosh. Breathing into that essence of spirit, the infinite oneness, the joy, the light, the peace that passes all understanding, the love that just transcends everything that is within everything. I know that as I am one with spirit, I now share the words of Dr. Ernest Holmes. Today I enter the limitless variations of self-expression, which the divine spirit projects into my experience. Knowing that all experience is a play of life upon itself, the blossoming of love into self-expression, the coming forth of good into the joy of its own being. I enter into the game of living with joyful anticipation and with enthusiasm. I enter into the game of living with joyful anticipation and with enthusiasm. And so I know that each beautiful soul, as I continue on, who is here, who is listening to this, I know that that joyful anticipation, that enthusiasm for life is just effervescent in our cells. It's effervescent in our bodies and our consciousness, that the light of God is shining so bright, that no matter what situations may be seeming in our lives, that we rise up and go higher. We go to that place of the divine, that place of oneness, that place of joy, that place of play. And I know each person, just when they breathe in that place of play, they feel the lightness, they feel the bubbles that are just floating around, mindful in the present moment, the only moment there ever is, was, or ever will be, connected in the light of God, the peace of God. So I know that our time together is so blessed. I know each person has received exactly what their heart needs to feel more uplifted, to let go of that which does not serve, and to know that there really is a power for good in the universe, greater than we are, and we get to use it, and how to use it with play. So with joy and gratitude, I say thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, each and every beautiful soul, for your light, for your consciousness, for your upliftment. Because as each one of us uplifts, we are uplifting each other and we are uplifting the world. And peace on earth is revealed. And so I just release all these beautiful words into the divine law, the alchemy of love and law, knowing that they are made manifest in ways greater than we could ever imagine. And we are open to receive all this good and more. And we just let it be. And I invite you to join me in joyously anchoring this by saying, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Kathy. Beautiful, beautiful talk. I'm going to have to keep that in mind because I'm usually I try not to be so serious, but I get sucked into that energy.
We all do.
Thank you so much. And I want to let everybody know, as Reverend Kathy said, that the Science of Mind archives are doing great and wondrous works. They are taking the words from Dr. Ernest Holmes and digitizing them so that these can be kept in, in perpetuity. And so if you ever want to support them with time, treasure, talent, I'm sure they would so much appreciate it. So thank you so much for even holding the importance of this work. And so now we are moving into our offertory, and we are so grateful and blessed. We are so grateful and blessed for every one of you who choose to be here every Sunday, whether you watch us in person or whether you watch us online later in the week. We just really support and hold you in that, and are grateful for your support of us in time, treasure, and talent, and especially during this time. So whether this is your first time joining us or you're a returning community participant, we want to thank you for your continuing financial support of the important work that we are striving to provide. So right now, there are several ways you can make your financial contribution to Center for Spiritual Living Denver. This information is running along the bottom of the screen. You can either do text to give, you can write a check and mail it to our P.O. box, which is running across there, or you can go to our website at www.csldenver.org and click on the donate button and help us keep this good work going, and knowing that soon, hopefully one of these days, we can get back in person and meet and give each other our big hugs. So with that, please hold your envelope, your gift in hand against your heart, and repeat our affirmation with me. This perfect gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all that it touches. Freely I give, and joyously I receive. And so it is. And thank you so much. And so a few last after service announcements. We want you to know that we are here for you to celebrate or hold space for you. So please know that as Reverend Robert mentioned earlier in the service, that our practitioners are available for prayer work with you. We would love to pray with you, whether it's for celebrations or challenges. Our names and phone numbers are on our website at www.csldenver.org. Or if you have a prayer request, please email it to info@csldenver.org. You can also find us on Facebook every week, and so that you can watch our service through either Facebook or YouTube. And so, as mentioned at the beginning of the service, we are having our usual virtual fellowship on Zoom this morning. We would love for you to come join us at fellowship and let us know how you're doing. If you did not receive the Zoom invitation earlier this morning, I sent it out about 8:30. Please send an email to info@csldenver.org and mention fellowship, and we'll send you a Zoom invitation right away. We are hoping we can get back together soon in person as soon as our building opens up. In the meantime, we're planning some classes and events, and if you're not on our mailing list already, please send an email to info@csldenver.org and ask to be put on our mailing list. We promise to only send one email a week, letting you know what's going on. And also check out New Thought Media Network. They are who produce our Sunday service every week, and they have a lot of other programs going on by different practitioners and ministers. So check them out on Facebook and YouTube. So meanwhile, we hope you have a wonderful week. Play, laugh, have some fun, let go. The world's not going to come to an end, so we just need to hold that and take care of ourselves and our souls, and affirm right here and right now that 2021 is blessed and perfect in all that it is. We love you. We miss you. Please take care of yourselves. And let's close out with more music from Freddy Rodriguez Jr. Love you.
You've got to make that change. Do what you gotta do. Yeah. You've got to make that change. And do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. You've got to make that change. Do what you gotta do. Yeah. You've got to make that change. Do what you gotta do. You got to make that change. Take that weight off your